So you want to learn how to be a little witch? I got you. So some of you guys might have seen that video I posted on my Unfiltered, which was me talking about letting go of another guy. I have a lot to say. I like to play little manifestation games. I like to tell people that I do spells because I do. I'm just majestic like that. And now we're going to talk about what I did to magic this man. Right back to me, baby. Okay, so I quickly want to touch on that video. I said something about how I felt like guys would be charmed by me and then they get to know me, or people would be charmed by me and then they get to know me and then they wouldn't be into me anymore. Like I'd ruin it or something. I just want to say, you can't ruin it. You can't ruin it. Like, she was way too in her head. Like, you, baby girl, you can't ruin it. That's a story you're telling yourself because you're insecure in your value. No matter what you do, if you want them to be obsessed with you, they're going to be obsessed with you. I mean, think about those people that, like, they're simping for you, even on your ugliest days, and you're like, what? Do you see how you're not even conscious of, like, how much they know? Like, your ugliest moments, you're just like, yeah, but it's only them, so, like, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So why is this person any different? Why do you think that in your most vulnerable moments, or like non-perfect hottest moments, like why do you think that all of a sudden there's something you're going to ruin it? Like, you can't ruin it because you're you. Get over yourself. It's literally just a story that you tell yourself over and over again. Anyway, let's get into the witchcraft. First of all, let's define what I wanted from this man. I wanted him to be obsessed with me, to desire me, to be jealous of other guys who are getting my time and attention. I wanted to tease, I wanted to flirt, I wanted him to chase. I wanted him to feel insecure that maybe it wasn't good enough for me, for us to have the most flirty, perfect dynamic. Here's what I did. This is over the course of, what did I do? 2 months? 2 months, roughly. 2-3 months. Number one, feel the burn. I was so insecure, like I was just constantly like up and down. This guy was on a pedestal. You know, how he viewed me was everything. So this is what I did. Feel the 3D grief of him not being there. Let yourself lose him because you need to be okay with yourself. Like, that is the whole point. I was chasing. Like, when are you going to give me attention? Give me attention. Because it was giving me a sense of validation, which I think we're all familiar with. So what I did, I just let myself feel the burn, the pain of not seeing him, of not getting what I wanted in the 3D. And I just confronted myself. I needed to stop escaping myself and looking for someone to save me from my misery. So I went into it. I let myself feel deprived of him. I let myself feel desperate. I went to bed feeling sad. There were days that I actually cried because I did not get what I wanted in the 3D from him, and I just let myself feel the feels. It was brutal, but necessary for me to go through. So don't message. Don't chase, don't look, don't check. Go cold turkey, let them be as they are, let it hurt, and then do phase 2. This is the fun part. I got friendly. I opened up my energy and I started flirting with others. And this is the key part. I got friendly with him again. I started treating him the way that I used to be, like when we first met, before my insecurities got triggered. And not only was I like this towards him, I was like this towards other people, which he could view as well. I had the same energy towards everyone, playful, light, flirty, fun, and my regular, more intense, emotional, deep self when need be. Spreading my energy to other people really, really helped to take him off the pedestal, and it really reduced the tension and emotional neediness that I was giving in our relationship. In this time, I stayed open to new connections. I went out a couple times. I flirted with other guys. I even had a 3-hour conversation with somebody on the phone. So I just sort of reminded myself of what fun felt like and the type of energy I wanted to experience. So this is really just about being in your energy, having fun, opening your like flirty energy and fun energy up to more than just your SP. Like, you're desirable irrespective of whether or not they are there. You're magnetic irrespective of whether or not they are there. And you need to create that and remind yourself that you're source and you can generate. Number 3, this is kind of tagging like an attachment to the last point. Reinvest your energy. This is going to be your sustenance, your oxygen. And this is actually the part where you will find yourself stopping with the continuous checking because you just don't care so much anymore. Your life is so damn full. Like, it is just juicy. Like, you are feeling yourself. It's fun. You're not afraid to sit with yourself at this point because you realize your source, you realize how powerful you are, you realize how much you don't actually need them. You're healing your shit and you're being someone that you like. You go to bed effectively feeling satiated in yourself and in your relationship with yourself and with other people. And number 4, the last phase of this is to affirm, like anything. Now, obviously you can affirm through all of this, but this is just sort of how I like to layer the whole process, affirming at the end. Affirm everything and anything that feels good. This is going to come to you so much more naturally because of the previous steps, because effectively what you've done is you have increased or like jazzed up your self-concept during this time. Is self-concept everything? No, if your perception of yourself is that you can manifest anything at any point, then absolutely not. But I think for a lot of us, if we feel good about ourselves, it's easier for us to affirm something and believe it because we're feeling ourselves, we're feeling a certain way about our lives, about the trajectory of our lives. So really, the last few steps is kind of about healing that self-concept and becoming grounded in oneself and like just having a lot more positive noise in one's brain. And at this point, you'll start to see the 3D starting to conform. And funnily enough, you'll actually be less attached to it at this point as well. Again, because of the previous steps, this will only magnify your 3D experience and what you're able to attract. And so you'll just have continuous fun, like left, right, and center. I don't mean that in like a weird way. Like literally, it's just like, it's like a positive feedback loop at this point. Like, you affirm and it's already happening out there, and then because you see it happening out there, you're like, it sort of adds to it because it's continuous evidence, and you don't even really need that evidence because of how far you've come effectively and how you've recognized that you're a source and you can generate that fun or that energy anywhere you go. But it just adds to it. It's like an additional evidential layer, if you will. And then anytime I found myself experiencing like opposite circumstances, I would literally just remind myself like, okay, or like, you have no idea what you're gonna feel from me in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or like, I would, and I mentioned this in a couple other videos for Vlogmas, but I literally place it like it's an Amazon order. I'd be like, God, I want to see so-and-so today. I want so-and-so to be like this. I want so-and-so to feel like this. And it would happen. Would it happen like in the first thing? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but God would make it happen. Like, I kid you not. I'm not going to go into details just for like, not because I wouldn't, but just because of privacy reasons. But try it. Seriously, try it. I'd be like, okay, cool, but like, let's just see how you feel in 6 months' time. And not obviously in like a threatening way, but just like a factual way. Like, okay, cool, you're acting like this now, but like 6 months from now, like, a lot can happen in 1 day, in 1 minute, in 1 second. You're telling me in 6 months, at the most maximum, I'm not saying it has to happen in 6 months, but like, we'll see 2 days from now. Like, whatever time frame, whatever feels good to you, just be like, okay, we'll see. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I'll just be here having my, like, living my best damn life, you know? So literally, anytime you get the opposite circumstances, if you have to, just honestly just enjoy the ride and then go through phases 2 and 3 again, which is like opening up your energy, being all flirty with everybody, or like giving that positive energy to the world and then reinvesting that into yourself. Like, you cannot go wrong. So to end this video, I'll quickly talk about where I am now with this person. They are obsessed with me in the 3D too. The weird thing is, though, the irony in all of this is that I realize that they're not all that, and so like, I don't really care anymore anyway, and I've got other options, you know, of course, because we kept our energy open, and so like, I'm not really fussed about it. I might even end it just because I'm like, is it everything I want? I had fun, but it worked. It worked, and they are addicted to me, and they're interacting with my socials all the time. They'll be like the first to watch my story, and like, it's like he's trying to play it cool, And that's cute because that was me 3 months ago when I was all stressed. And so it's like you can turn the tables, and if anyone tells you otherwise, baby, the only time I wouldn't encourage you to like turn the tables is if the person's toxic or like just nasty. But besides that, I mean, can you? People might be like, you can change that situation, and maybe you can, but like, I'm not gonna be somebody like, irrespective of what you can do, like, can and cannot do. I still wouldn't want to be somebody online being like, stay in the toxic situation and affirm that it changes. Like, I can't do that. Ethically, it just doesn't feel right. But you can turn the tables. So anyone who says that you can't, where like you're here, you're putting yourself here and they're up here, and like you're constantly like this and insecure, and like, babe, you can flip it. Do these steps, follow these steps, feel the burn, open yourself up energetically, pour it like that energy into yourself as well. Remind yourself that you're source and how fucking cool and hot you are, and then just affirm like crazy. This for me, it felt right to experience this process over the course of like 2.5, 3 months. But within 2 weeks, I started to feel a difference. Do the time frame that feels healthiest for you, that feels most natural, that feels most fun, that feels most healthy, normal, whatever. And just have fun. Have fun, guys. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Happy manifesting as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Guys, wait. Okay, I really hope this is working. My storage is gonna run out. Guess who just messaged me? That is how powerful I am. That is how powerful you are. I cannot even express to you. This whole video I'm talking about him. He has not messaged me like that. We've not had like any interaction, nothing significant. I messaged him like what, 2 days ago? Like there's nothing, like we don't frequently talk, just to be clear. And who messages me? I'm not gonna say what he said. He's obsessed with me. Like, he's literally dying for my approval, and it fucking shows. But it's like, sorry about the lighting. I'm just so excited because it's like, I'm literally proving to you right now. Like, I can't even, I would show the text, but like, that's too scandalous. Like, any situation you want. I just want to tell you, you can freaking get it. Like, why would I come here with my shitty lighting, like my audio not even in? Like, I'm being 100% legit right now. Like, we don't text. He doesn't just like randomly text me like that. When he texts, we text, but like, he doesn't just randomly. Like, he just randomly texted me because I'm thinking about him. I'm talking about how powerful I am. I'm talking about the whole damn magical process and everything. So if you don't believe me now. You can do anything. You can turn the tables. You can get him simping. You can like, get him to buy you flowers. You want him to be your future husband. He'll be your future husband, baby. Like, you want him to introduce you to his family, whatever. Like, anything. Anything. Just have fun. Literally just have fun. And, welcome to the cult. Like, this is what we do around here. Okay, now for real. Bye.